Welcome in. My name is Josh. This is the Gaming Joy channel, and we are gonna do some roadcraft today. Where's the roadcraft button? There's the button. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming along. Hi. How's it going, everybody? I did a little bit of paving. As you can see, got my paving equipment out. We're paving some stuff. Hold on. So there's a new patch out that actually fixes a bug that I found and I reported, which was that sometimes when you sell stuff, you don't actually get the profit from selling stuff. I lost like 300K because I sold stuff, but I just found a new bug, and I'll hide myself just so you can show you. This is HUD off. So I take screenshots by turning the HUD off, right? So I come in here and I go to settings and a game HUD mode, hidden, ultimate immersion. The entire HUD disappears, right? It still says the patch number at the bottom. That's stupid. If I want the HUD off, I want everything off. I don't just want some stuff off. I want it all off. So having the patch number still visible in HUD mode is pretty dumb. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty annoying and pretty dumb, but whatever. So let's look at the map and see what we're doing. Let's get back into this because we haven't played this in a little while. So where are we? So we're here on, what's this called? This map's called Kernel. We're on Kernel, and there's this logistics terminal down here. And there's a geothermal station over here that we're supposed to do something with, I think. And there's a central distribution station here, which looks to be quite a mess. We haven't actually gotten here yet. I think the game just uncovered those things for us. This is one of my vehicles, I think. Or is this a crane? Oh, this is just a stationary crane that I haven't gotten to yet. But our current task is, if we look at our objectives, our current task is two things: to organize operations of the sawmill and then do a route. So we want the logistics terminal here to the sawmill. And as you can see, I started drawing a route to make sure I understood where I was going. We got to clean up that route right now because obviously some things are not really set up to on the road that I made. So what I usually do is I'll draw the road, the logistics road, the path, this path here, before I make the actual route, and then I'll come back and pave everything. So here, as you can see, I paved all the things, made sure that hold on. This here, that there. Let's go around there properly. And so I have this long path down this windy road that I made, and we started working on this last time. I finished it up. I went through and paved it. I went through and paved the whole thing, so you can see the road that I made through the wilderness here, which isn't crazy. It's a crazy road, honestly. And this game, this map, I should say, really, I think is as it's the kind of the quote unquote last map. It's really forcing me as a player to do all the things, right? To pave everything. Because all of the roads everywhere are really bad. And I also started trying to do this route over here to this area for nothing more than recycling, really. It doesn't look like this route is supposed to connect to this route over here. And there's a bunch of stuff that needs to be recycled over here, so I'm just building some dirt roads to get out there. But this map has a really hard time with routes that need sand. So you need sand. So I brought my truck out here, my sand truck, and I put my sand truck literally, like, my sand truck for a while was right here. No, it wasn't there. It was where was it? It was like I pulled it off right here, and I had like the front of the sand truck right here on this little bit of dirt here, and it worked, which was surprising to me. But it allowed, and then for another while I had it parked right here just to give me sand, and then right now I have it parked right here on this sand pile, but it's just barely out of the way of like traffic. So we'll see what happens. But we talked about this route last time, so now we're going to run it. So we're running this route now. So I'm going to get that guy going. And then let's check what our other objectives are. Prepare the logistics terminal area. So I have to prepare this area. Clear area, reach location. Okay. So let's get a crane. We need a crane. Not that crane, that one's slow. Let's get a crane and head over there. Because we have to move containers, I think I'm going to use this crane. While this crane is not really good at off-roading as much, it's much better balanced when handling containers. So we're going to use this crane. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming along, Jake. Are you actually playing Roadcraft, Jake? Or are you trying to figure something else out? You said still trying to figure this thing out. What does that mean? Are we talking map building still? Or are we talking Roadcraft or something else? Let me know in the comments. I was thinking to myself, I'm going to run into the NPC in any second here, and there he is. Usually they send more than one truck. I'm surprised it's only one truck. I mean, he shouldn't have any problem. I did pave everything. I've gotten a little bit less kind of anal retentive about the roads. I used to try to make all the roads perfect, and it's just you can't make, in this game, you can make like 6 meter wide roads perfect, but you can't make anything bigger perfect. It's just the tools just aren't there, or the tools aren't there without like spending 2 years smoothing things, which I'm not gonna do. There we go. He made it. So we have a truck that made it to the sawmill, and so there's the next truck. Bring logistics terminal area. No. Main. Oh, it completed that whole thing, so I don't even have to worry about that anymore. This route to the sawmill is operational, and it says there's $2,600 of remaining reward. And I still have the northern tunnel to the warehouse one going. So that's this route from the northern tunnel here to the warehouse. I haven't seen a truck there recently, but I think that the game just staggers them out. There's still some more reward to get there. It's 10 more logs. And we still have to bring wood to the sawmill. And I don't know where I'm going to get that wood from, so whatever. I might have to just transport the wood from my base to the sawmill and call it a day. Alright, so what's going on here? We don't have to clean up anything here. We have to clean up stuff over here. Okay, how do I get there? Oh, I gotta get there past this truck. That's gonna be not fun. You know what? Let's do something fun. Let's do something different. All right, so we're gonna take this truck. Why are my buttons not working? Let's get this truck out of the way. See, my buttons are all messed up. I'm supposed to have buttons on my mouse. I'm just gonna put this truck over here in this debris pile. Okay. Now, because we're in the new DLC, we have a bridge layer, a temporary bridge layer. We have multiple, actually. Let's bring one of those beasts out here and, like, put a little bridge over this little thing here. That'll be fun. See how that works. Shop. Bridge layer. Do I want to use that bridge layer or do I want to use the other one? Let's use the smaller one. SAR truck. No. Trying to find it. There's a fuel truck. Cargo truck. Maybe that other one I have to unlock. That's okay. We'll use this one. Bye. I don't want to have to drive it all the way over here, but it looks like I might have to. Let's see if we can get this thing across. Like, is it really that bad? You know what? I don't know if I want to do the bridge layer. I'm just gonna... I have, like, all this stuff I need to do right here. Alright, it's gonna take some work to get over there. First of all, let's turn this on. Let's go get the dump truck. I'm pausing on the bridge layer idea. Oh my god, again? What is with this game? Completely uncontrollable. What is going on? Hey Waylon, hey Jemmy. Look at this. I have like 0 frame rate. I'm moving the mouse. I'm not controlling the camera at all. The game's just moving. I will be right back while I restart this game. Wow, we got to play for like 15 minutes. That's awesome. Pain in my ass. Maybe we won't play Roadcraft today. What a pain in the butt. it it's like every other update torpedoes the game. Seriously. Like, what's going on? Like, you're adding things, you're fixing things, but you're making things way worse. They keep just, like, literally torpedoing the game and making it unplayable. I don't understand. I especially don't understand how they do it knowingly. All right, well, let's get back to what we're doing. Instead of doing a bridge, which we don't really need to do in this one, we just need to fill in a little hole. Let's go like this. We have to turn on our sand thing again. We're going to have to pave this area too. Look at that. Some crappy... Actually, this area is not too bad. To fill in this. I think you can also get around this area too. We could go the other way, I think. Yeah, let's go the other way. Let's go here. Turn this guy on. Go back over here. See if I can remember how to play the game. There we go. Now that I got my sand quarry up and running. Still don't have my keyboard controls. Where's the razor? Synapse. There we go. There we go. That's what was missing. My mouse software wasn't even on. So my custom bound mouse buttons wouldn't work. Think that's enough sand? I think so. While we're here, let's get to the location it wants us to get to. I'll just reverse over. Boopity boop. And we made it to the location. Wheel Rock Company. I was supposed to get there as one of my things. It didn't say, hey, you got there. Whatever. Alright. Let's get this guy over there to smooth that little mini road out. Oh, main screen. Whoa. Crane some stuff to clean that area up. It took me a good 10 minutes to get that sand truck into that little corner there to make sure that it was positioned properly to be able to work. It literally took me that long. It was pretty bad. All right, so here we just do this. just like this. And we're good. See? Look at that. I'm a pro. Like nothing never happened. And we'll drive around, get our crane into this position too. Now I'll only probably, this little mud hole right here on the corner, I'll only probably do something with that if we need to run a route across there. I don't know if we will, but if we do, then I'll fix that mud hole. Otherwise, I'll probably just leave it. But at this point, I'm kind of not paving stuff until I know that I need to, for one of two reasons. Either A, needing to run a convoy or something across an area, or B, needing to recycle something inside. This is not friendly area. We're still a little bit under that pipe, so that might cause a problem. Oh, this black one's not movable. Interesting. I didn't know they color coded them. We can probably turn this thing on track so it'll show me the objects that I need to clear. Looks like I need to clear most of it, but not all of it. Because I can't do anything with any of this stuff yet, I'm not going to bother trying to recycle it or like move it neatly. I'm just going to move it. So we're just going to put everything over here in this little corner here, which is kind of what the game almost intends you to do, I think. It's not much room to move, though. So don't expect neat stacking. We'll see how long we can play until the game dies again. You know, it's funny. I really want this game to be good. I really do. And they keep, like, they'll release a patch that fixes one thing but breaks another thing, which is kind of, you know, the farm sim way also. Farm sim does that too. But it's just a little annoying just because I really want to play the game, but then I keep getting these things where the game is just like, it crashes to a point where it's almost unplayable. Right now it's not crashing, but it's basically crashing. Because it's getting to like 0%, 0 frames per second, which is not playable. Okay. What else is here? Is there anything else? Oh, got a tire. Oh, look at a tire. We had quite a lot of tires on our last map. We recycled most of them, but we recycled a good 50 or 60 tires on our last map. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's close this thing up. Where's the other zone we have to clear? Oh, over there. I haven't even gotten there yet. Where's the entrance? Oh, there's a fence. Whoa, this thing hauls. Wonder if they updated this thing to go faster. I feel like it's going faster. Clear what area? There's almost nothing to clear. Oh, okay. Park this guy right here. Alright, grab this guy. Come on over here. I don't know why they wanted to clear this area out, but they did. Bunch of stuff to recycle in here. We don't have we don't really have a steel pipes facilities or anything like that yet, so we have to wait for that. We're still early game. We've unlocked the sawmill and that's it. Which is kind of silly to unlock the sawmill on a map that doesn't have any trees. I mean, if you look, look at the map. The map, no trees. Click on bridges because that's where we get to the tree thing. And click on this one. And if you look, there's almost no trees. It looks like there might be like one or a few trees over here. Basically, the ones that they highlight in bright green means I think there's a tree there or two. They used to highlight the individual trees, but now it's just like a zone. And then over here too, near the starting area, there appears to be some area here which might have some trees. But yeah, not much. Not much. So where do we go through here? I'm already getting lag. Okay. I see where you want me to... I see that you want me to clear it out. I don't see where you want me to put it. Put it over there, I guess. Let's put it over there. I'm trying to decide where we have 4 containers to move, and I have to figure out where to put them. so they're not in the way, but they also are out of, like, because it's me, they're also stacked somewhat neatly. Let's do here. Okay, so if it's a truck, this one, whoop, this one, we're just gonna go on top of the roof because that's a really great place to store broken trucks. Boop. Perfect. This, again, really great place to store messed up stuff on the roof. I mean, I'll recycle all this stuff later. It's not like I'm going to leave it there. I'm not that much of a jerk. I'm just putting it there for now. Once you give me a recycling center or a facility to produce steel anything, I will recycle the hell out of that stuff. There we go. Welcome in, Bruce. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming along. We are obviously doing some roadcraft today, but we've already had a game crash, so I'm not sure if roadcraft's going to last through the day. And just as a heads up, I might have some time tonight to do another stream, so we might do another stream tonight. Hopefully. Look at that. Right into the slot where I wanted it. Perfect. So keep your eyes out for that if we end up doing another stream. I'll probably do a No Man's Sky stream tonight. Continue on with our little storyline mission there. And no stream tomorrow. I will be out of town. Well, not nearly out of town, but I'm gonna go do some family stuff tomorrow morning. Oop. Like a glove. The side-to-side movement is annoyingly slow. I hope when I finish this task of clearing this little area, I hope that it unlocks something, like the steel, one of the steel factories. That would be cool. Because I've had to buy a bunch of new... I bought a bunch of new equipment. I got the new mule. I'm excited to try the new mule. We haven't had any transport tasks yet, but once we do, we're going to try out the new mule. Pretty excited about that. Because they finally gave us a mule with off-road tires. They called it a new vehicle, but it's really not a new vehicle. It's just a mule with off-road tires. It's nothing special. And there we go. Prepare the logistics terminal area. Now, to me, logistics terminal means construction depot. Wow, what?
Good job sorting out the lumber situation. Forest blocks from afar won't do the local economy any favors in the long run, but we can put this place together now, which reminds me, we need more than just lumber for that. The map shows a machine yard not far from your position, and it could help us get the rest of what we need. Could you kindly go and check if it's still there? Same goes for the village nearby while you're at it.
All right. Machine yard and village. Gotcha. We got to go scout some stuff. They said, what'd they say? Look at all the stuff glowing. Nice. Drive to the machine yard and, whoops, track. And what was the other one? Visit the North Lock Village. Oh my goodness. All right. Which one's where? Machine yard. I don't even know how to get there. Well, let's figure it out. This back road here goes to the geyser, which we'll probably have to fix and pave all of this stuff. This looks like it's just wet. It doesn't look like it's going to be muddy. So let's... I think it's going to be out this way. So let's just go out this way and see where this takes us. So there's obviously a road going out to the right here. So let's take the tank. Oh, that's cool. It has a little rampity ramp to climb over the thing. And we have a... Oh. Interesting. We have some logs. We have some logs to clear up before we can do a road construction mission. And oh look, the frame rate went to shit again. And there's actually trees here that we can cut. So maybe we... Oh my gosh, look at the frame rate. Like, that's not me. I can't even move the mouse. Look at this. It's like super jerky. Alright. I'll restart the game again. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. I'll do something nice for you guys. I'll restart the computer. Right? Log in. Let's pick a login. Music. Dreamy. Properties. Google Chrome. Maybe not. Let's try it again. We can play for another 20 minutes before it crashes on us. Whoopity-doo. Like, I don't... Like, I haven't changed any settings. I haven't done anything different. I just... I just want to play the stupid game. And so these all look like trees that I'll be able to harvest. So I'm going to try to not run them over or destroy them, because maybe I can harvest some of them to bring to the sawmill. But there's obviously a route here that I'm supposed to complete, as you can see. All right. This looks like a base over here, kind of. This looks like a garage, kind of. Truck's snack. Okay. I'm gonna go north per the instructions on the screen. We'll clear the road of some rocks while we're here, because we're nice. One way to do this is to do this, and then just turn, and the rotation of the tank will actually do a pretty good job of pushing stuff out of the way. But the thing you have to be careful about, hey David, the thing you have to be careful about is don't beach the tank on the rock, because then you're stuck. And the BRBs can start thinking. Well, we've had to restart. We've had to restart our game twice now, David. Because, you know, why would I want to play a game for more than 20 minutes? That's just asinine. Like, that's how games are supposed to work, right? You're supposed to be able to play them for 20 minutes before they get so much lag that they're unplayable. That's the way games are supposed to work, right? Well, that's the way Roadcraft works. Again. We stopped playing Roadcraft for like 3 weeks before because of the same issue. where after about 20 minutes, the game just becomes completely unplayable. And it's doing it again. I've had to restart twice so far in this stream. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not on like any special map. I'm not playing with mods. I'm not doing anything like other than playing the base game. All right. Okay, this is just annoying now. They're just putting little rocks in the road to annoy me. Because they know that I can't leave it alone. It would be cool if you could recycle these rocks or something. They had a mod in Farm Sim where you could do that, right? Where there was a bunch of like rocks that you could like find around the map that needed to be recycled. Now see here, right here, would be a good place for the bridge layer, I think. I made it.
Gosh, the ground looks like an overripe melon that someone dropped. I'm sure it won't be a problem for you, so I won't bother you with any advice. Especially since I'm drawing a blank now anyway.
Okay, that was lame, Kelly. Come on. Drive. Drive. Hold on one second. Breakfast?
Are you fixing an accent or
No.
no? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make breakfast.
Alright, what are you having?
Toast.
Toast? Okay, just be careful, okay? Love you. Alright, that was not a good place to cross. Looks like right here might be. There we go. That looks like some more roadworks. Or bridge laying. At some point. Yeehaw! Look at this thing, it hauls. What is this place? Oh, I see a construction yard. Construction depot ahead. That's good news. 71 meters away and I have to get through this stuff. Can I push? Goodbye. Just go into the water. I don't need you. Oh, I'm pulling the container, okay. That pipe that rolled in the water is totally gone. It's like just completely gone. It sunk. This place is like a recycling person's dream. Look at all this stuff to recycle. It's great. What is this? Okay. Can I make it up this slope? No, no, no! Maybe I wasn't taking the right direction to get in here. Yeah, I should have gone around this way. Oh, and look, there's a base that I could have used. Except, no, I decided to go the hard way. And the only base I can recover to is the tunnel exit. Not happening. Alright. Let's come up with another way of getting here. I mean, this route was mostly paved, right? I'm like trying to decide how I want to get back there. Like, do I get another vehicle to go out there and rescue that one? Or I get that vehicle to come back? I think we're going to do this. This one has a machine yard, harbor base, construction depot. There's all kinds of stuff out there. All right. Let's uncover more of the map. Let's recover this guy. The only place we can recover to. And instead of going the way we got there, we're going to go a different way. Until the game crashes. We'll play until the game crashes. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. Yeehaw. Luckily, this thing's really fast, especially on paved roads. Which doesn't make sense because tanks aren't actually fast on paved roads. I don't think there's a tank in the world that moves this fast. Oh, game crash. You can't even drive when the game gets like that. Up, down to like 5 FPS again. Can't even control my mouse. 20 minutes in. How long's it been? 20 minutes? Roughly. 20 to 30 minutes in. Game goes haywire. Let's try again. Pain in the ass. Seriously. Looks like we got mods today. Or else Looney's being slow. Or something. All right, we're back. That was annoying. The game also has this like weird thing where they don't allow you to put sand or pavement up to the buildings that it uses for stuff. So you end up getting that weird, whatever that looked like. So I made this road out over here because I figured I might need it at some point. I don't know if that point is today, but at some point. So we can go over here. Let's see if we can get there directly. I think if we go out that way, we might be able to do it. But if not, at least we'll know. And being that we're driving a tank, it should be okay. Hopefully we won't get stuck or flip over again. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, that might be a problem. Scheduled mods. Yeah, they all look like they're the same brand or something. Giants is pretty good about doing the scheduled thing. I've actually asked them to schedule stuff before. When I released the VPW last year, I'd asked them to schedule it and release both the VPW and the bio baler at the same time. And they did it. They did what I asked. So, I mean, they're pretty good about it. There's so much like open land out here. What is this? Why am I stuck? Is this a geothermal vent? That's kind of cool or weird looking. Drive. Seem to be having some control issues right now, as usual. Keyboard is not being detected. Give me one sec. looks like there is a harbor or bay. Oh, look at that. Oh, there is a sneaky place to get through the side. Look at that. No, I'm not going to try to drive up that ramp again. I made it back. So let's see what we uncovered. We uncovered a good part of the map, like this area here. And we also uncovered a geothermal vent thing, which looks pretty cool. And check this out. I just noticed this. Look, there's a cat. Do you see the cat? Somebody drew a cat, like with paths. That's funny. Whoa. Whoa. Lots of stuff here. I like the multi-level nature of this area here. It's kind of like totally different areas. Ton of stuff to recycle, which will be fun. Construction depot area. I made it to the construction depot. Yoink. Objective complete. I drove to the machine yard. Oh, hey Kelly.
Now we've got to make sure it doesn't get any worse. Fixing that flood wall along the shoreline should do for now. So, will you kindly do the honors?
I will kindly do the honors. Bring a flood wall to protect the shore. Deliver objects. And that's where they're going. We're going to need a crane or something for that. We're going to be able to use the construction crane. But I don't want to drive across this thing, so let's go unlock the base. See whatever we have to do to unlock the base. This area is pretty cool. It's different. This is my base right here. Maybe I have to protect the shore of the machine yard first before doing the base, which sucks because that means I have to get a vehicle, a crane-based vehicle, all the way out here, and there's like no good path. I mean, I could build like a road that goes across this area, like a straight across here, I guess. That would be funny. Let's try the new Trailblazer mule. Deploy. This is the new mule. This came as part of the expansion. As you can see, it's got bigger tires. It's lifted a little bit more. Wider tires, which is actually really good because the regular mule had a little bit of a problem with its width, and so it was very tipsy side to side. So let's take the same route we took. Let's see if we can take the same route we took with the tank, with the mule, and go straight over to that other side of the base. Oh, no, that's okay. Let's restart the game first because... we haven't done that in at least 10 minutes. Seriously? Seriously? Like, I can't even exit the game. It's crashing so bad. Roadcraft. Seriously? I don't care if you push out new features. I don't care if you fix the bugs. A game that you can't play for more than 10, 15, 20 minutes at a time isn't a game. It's a piece of crap. I don't understand. Look, we're back in the game. Finally. We had to restart it again. That's the 4th time I've had to restart in this stream. And I've only been going for an hour and a half. I really do like this game. But it's just so frustrating sometimes. Either with weird game mechanics or weird control issues or just not functioning. All right, let's put this thing in 4-wheel drive mode and see how this thing does off-roading. We are going completely overland right now. I'm gonna take this relatively the same route that we took with the tank. Which is over this way. I like the roll cage on this thing. If they added what looks like kind of like a roll cage. I would love to have this vehicle with the expedition cage and with the camper bed in Farm Sim. If anyone wants to make that happen, I'd pay them. I have an idea for a roleplay that I really want, like an expedition style vehicle for the roleplay. And I'm not going to do it until I actually get an expedition style vehicle. I have one that's okay. It's not great. Alright, maybe this will unlock the base. Where am I going to get down? Without flipping. Here? Wow, this thing is actually pretty dang good at off-roading. Way better than the original one. It's also not, like, as tippy. Its traction's way better, too. The original one was very tippy. And you could just be driving around like this, even without cargo, and it would tip over. Well, there we go. Alright, what do we need? We need to get 3 from here. Let's get the 3 from there. Now I'm hoping I can do this with the crane, but the standing crane that's there, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you're not going to let me actually get to that crane? What the heck? Oh, I have to finagle. I'm like, oh, I can use the crane, but I can't actually use the crane. It's just decoration. Well, that's lame. All right, let's figure out how to get in there. How am I supposed to get in there without a crane? And those panels look huge. Okay, well, this crane isn't going to do. All right, I'm not driving this crane over there. That would take forever. This crane down here isn't going to make it. So I think my only option... Come on, let me click on the frickin' base. Gosh, this fucking game. I can't warp anything over there either. Do I have access to the machine yard yet? I do. Okay. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We are going to... We're going to go here. Let me click on the damn base. Thank you. We're going to get our... Not the warden. Though it would be good to have a warden over there. We're going to get this one over there. No. We want this one. This one's much better at traversing terrain. They're the bigger warden. So we're going to take this thing over there so we can... So how's it going? This is fucking annoying. Honestly, like... What do we make it? 6 minutes that time? Do we need to start like a countdown clock to see how crappy this game is? How bad it is at retaining anything? go. Can you hear me now? I think you can. The volume might be really high. I'm using the different microphone that isn't actually a real microphone. It's just a substitute microphone. Sorry about this. So, my computer, I restarted my computer. I'm trying to see if that's what's causing the heat to be down. And my computer decided it was a really good time to my computer decided it was a really great time to do a complete install new something. I don't know. It was installing something. So the reason you didn't hear me when I was talking is because my microphone audio software is running through my gaming computer so that I can get the game sound and the audio. And then over on here on this computer, I turned on the mic for the webcam. So I think you can hear me now on the mic on the webcam, but I'll have to turn that off as soon as the other audio engine turns itself on. And we're going to have music that's going to probably overlap each other for a minute. Okay, and go. There you go. Sorry about that. 1 second. Let's turn that down for a second. That's not what it's supposed to do. One of my favorite things. You may hear me echoing right now. Turn off the echo. Now you can hear me? There we go. Okay, we got audio back on. We restarted our computer. Got that running. Turn on Roadcraft again. Let's see if we can get back to the game. Back to the game. All right, hopefully you can hear me. We got audio running in the background. You can see the game kind of starting up over my shoulder right there. See it loading. And then hopefully we'll be back up and running in a minute. Anyways, I was saying earlier, I have not had as many problems with this game, if any game other than this game, from crashing. So it's just, I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's so hard to release a game that works. And it's not like every patch. It's like every other patch or so that they put out is just game breaking. And it's like Farm Sim, you know, like they release stuff. They're like, oh, cool. Hey, we added 2 new vehicles, or we added 5 new things to the store that you're not going to use ever because they're stupid. But the game is crashing, or like simple functionality just doesn't work. And I don't get how that is part of the, like, the way the game works, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get that. Anyways, hopefully we're here in the game. Hopefully you can hear the game. Game's a little low, I think. We're on streaming headphones. From what I can tell, it's up and running. And hopefully you can hear this kind of tank tread sounding thing. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one more vehicle across the shortcut that I made, or that I've been using. Maybe we'll actually make a road across that shortcut, because that seems logical. Or we'll explore more and see if there's a better way to do it. But if we bring this thing over there, then we can warp a crane or whatever over to that location instead of having to drive a crane over. Because the cranes are just... This crane... The tank tracked crane is very slow. And it doesn't have very good traction. Like it does, but it doesn't. It's kind of odd. So to get there properly, we're going to have to do this. Hey, Nate. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. We're trying really hard to play Roadcraft today. It's not going very well. We've had the game crash numerous times. We've had to restart numerous times. But we're soldiering on, I guess the term is. We're trying to make it through. Right now we're bringing our Stranic vehicle over to the new base area, as you see from all those target things on the screen. Where we have to reinforce some seawalls or something. But to do that, we need a crane, and we don't have any cranes that can actually traverse this crazy terrain here. So we might actually, the cranes might be able to traverse it, but I'm not going to try. Let's put it that way. Instead, I'm going to take this thing over here, which I know can traverse this terrain. And once we get over there, we're going to buy some tokens to warp vehicles over there. And then I'm just going to warp vehicles over there. Because that sounds like the best idea today. Well, welcome in, Nate. Thanks for being here. If anyone else here is new, I don't know. I think I've seen Nate's name before, but if you guys are new here, I do a lot of... I stream not just this game, not just Roadcraft, but I do a significant number of other games. Farm Sim, No Man's Sky. We're playing a game called Outer Wilds right now. And we've played a bunch of other ones. There's a new update coming out for a game that I've wanted to stream but haven't streamed at all, but I heard they announced that it was coming out, called Planet Crafter. I've played a significant amount of Planet Crafter on my own, which is actually a really fun kind of game for like crafting planets. I guess I don't know how you say that right. But Planet Crafter is releasing a new update, which is super cool, and I'm excited about it. And when they do, they're releasing a new planet, and a new planet's always fun because you play the initial planet, and I've played it a couple times now, and it's not really fun to play the initial planet again because there's no discovery, right? Part of playing a new planet, and the part of the fun of playing a new planet is the discovery of that planet, right? And so for Planet Crafter, the way Planet Crafter works is you have to build up from nothing, and you have to kind of just do the whole new player game thing a couple times. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get 5 for now, and we'll leave this guy here parked here. Come over here to this. And we will warp in. Whoops. We will recall our crane that we like. The epic crane. No free space. F. And then we'll move out of the way because... You know, actually, this little grassy area outside this map is probably a pretty good place to warp vehicles in and be out of the way because there's nothing out here. So we're just going to leave this guy right here. Thank you. Come again. All right, so now We have a crane and we have a truck to... Why can't I click on this thing? This game is annoying me. We won't be playing any of this game off stream, I don't think, until this latest patch is not very good. Okay. What? That's interesting. They make the walls transparent now? Okay. So our crane can lift these up. Oh, they're wood. That's interesting. This is way bigger. I don't think the bed of this thing is big enough to hold this. Huh. All right. Let's do it the wrong way. Can I strap it? Cannot secure cargo. I mean, what could hold something that's that big? There's not much that I have that could hold something that big. Stop! Connect to the stupid wall thing. Thank you. Hmm. This is annoying. Okay. That sort of works. Waiting for it to slide slightly. There it goes. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to slide slightly. I don't think this truck is going to take three of them. It'll take two. It's not going to take three. But that's okay, because right here, I only need two. So right here, we need two. Okay. Let's just unstrap them, let them fall. That's fine. We'll bring the crane over here and fix that in a minute. This is not the right vehicle for this. But, I mean, I don't know which right vehicle is. You know what I mean? Like... Is there... Z. Where do you get the transport vehicles? This one might work. That's a longer bed. Let's call that one over. I haven't used this one yet at all. This is a new one that I bought. I don't know when this was added or whatever. I think this is one of the newer vehicles, but it's an 8x8. And it has a much bigger bed. It just doesn't have a crane. So that's fine. So let's move the mule out of the way, because right now he's in the way. So this thing has a much longer bed. It doesn't look wider, but it looks longer. And this thing actually looks like a pretty decent vehicle for transporting. So we'll see if this thing can actually take the... Can carry this larger thing. This is one of the bigger beds I think I've seen. Okay, let's get the crane. Get the last one of these things to deliver. Yeah, it's the bed's longer, but it's not wide enough. Is that enough to fix it? That should be enough. Sweet. This thing is a little bit better for transporting this. Not perfect. It actually might fit inside the bed of this thing. I actually like this truck. It seems to have really good off-road chops. But actually we don't need this here. We already have two here. We need to go to the other location. Oh, with cranes in the way. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I mean, so to be fair, it's up to the modders, David, for how many straps a farm sim trailer has. Modders could totally add this many straps, and there are a bunch of mods that have that many straps. It looks like the strap logic is almost the same between farm sim and roadcraft. I don't necessarily think one's better than the other. They're pretty much the same. But I do think that they default the vehicles to have many more straps in Roadcraft than the default number of straps in Farm Sim. I agree with that. Looks like I'll get to do some recycling soon. Lots of crap to recycle on this map. But with the game only lasting 20 minutes at a time, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Alright, let's get this done. One. I wonder, I don't know, as I haven't played it at all, but I wonder if hard mode for stuff like this, do you actually have to line the stuff up instead of it just like generally working no matter what? Like this thing, you don't have to line stuff up. You just have to get it in the general vicinity and it just lines up, right? Which in all honesty is kind of lame. But whatever, it's game mechanics. I'll play the game mechanics until they punch me in the face. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go over to the other side of the map, or the other side of this area, I should say, and see if we can do the other two things we're supposed to do. Now the question is, how are we supposed to get over there? Now, is this crane something I can use? No. Like, there's no good route over there, is there? Oh, I gotta go this way. Still trying to learn this area. Yeah, well, the thing is that, so, David, the way straps work is in the XML and the i3D of any trailer or anything that has straps. You have to define a start point, an end point, and like a height point in the i3D for anything that has straps, for each strap. So if you have a trailer with 7 straps, you have to define 7 start and end points, right? But so for a mod to be able to do that, it would have to, and a lot of times those start and end points are like, they try to be realistic, right? Where there's like where they have like a little loop, like if you look, see all the straps like kind of sort of look like they attach to loop points on the side of the truck. Like that's specific to each vehicle. So you wouldn't be able to dynamically add more straps because you wouldn't be able to dynamically add more loop points and have it match the vehicle. I think the one thing that this game does that Farm Sim doesn't do is they don't try to give those visual loop points, so they just run a bunch of straps. So I think you could do it in a mod, kind of like the way I do with my spawn pallet stack mod. You could try to dynamically calculate where those positions would be, like basically to say, oh, I want 2 straps for every 1 strap that exists, You could potentially do that. But you would have so many edge cases for every single vehicle. To try to do that programmatically would be super, super hard. And so in reality is if you have a vehicle that you want to add more straps to, let me know. I can add more straps. It takes like, it literally takes like 20 minutes. It's not hard at all. It might not look perfect, but you'll have more straps. But the default, Giants default, is they want the straps to be realistic. And so because it's still a simulator versus this being a game, farm sim is still trying to be simulation. And so Giants' mentality, from what I understand, is that the simulation part is more important than anything. And so a lot of the decisions they make are for better simulation over better performance or better usability. If it's, you take like vehicle engine configurations and stuff like that. Like Giants never puts in engine configurations that are not part of the actual vehicle in real life. They just don't. Like the only way we get Unreal, start over. The only way we get Unreal engine configurations and stuff like that is from modders, because they understand that what the vehicle has in real life, some people don't like, or some people would want to modify it. And in real life, obviously, we have like stuff like chips and stuff like that. That is a real thing. Like you can totally put a computer chip on your most diesel engines to give them more power to undo like the factory blocks, essentially. But Giants doesn't do that because those are all aftermarket and they want what they're doing to be simulation. So the same thing with the straps. Like if you build a Brantner trailer and the Brantner trailer in real life has 3 strap points, then that's all the strap points you're going to get. Where in reality and usability, most people want more straps than that. Like this one where it has a strap like every, it almost looks like there's straps like every quarter meter. Right? Or every 200 centimeters. Down. And out. And let's see how much load this new truck to us can take. So we got 3 of these things. It looks like it's starting to lean a little bit. Let's see how it does. So far, pretty stable. We'll take it slow because we don't know this truck very well. Yeah, this thing's got really good suspension. I think that the 8x8 suspension that this thing has is very similar to the 8x8 suspension that Crane has. And so for the most part, those have really good suspension. Now, this is obviously a top-heavy load, so this is struggling a little bit. But not too bad. Now, let's actually plan where we're going to make sure we're going in the right direction. Oh, we're not supposed to go up here at all. Oh yeah, we could go through here, but we're already around. It's fine. We'll go around. There have been some modders who have added a lot of straps. Like, if I remember correctly, I think 82 Studios' gooseneck trailer and Mack Truckers gooseneck trailers from 22 and in 25, they all have a ton of straps. Not as many as this truck, but they have a significant number. They're not like 2 or 3 straps. And the reality is that when you have a flat deck trailer, you want a lot of straps because you want it to hold the bales or pallets that you're putting on there. And so the more straps, the better it's going to hold that stuff. Let's see how the all-wheel drive works on this thing. So we have diff lock and all-wheel drive on this vehicle, which is good. And right now we're driving through a mud pit, so hopefully it's got enough. I mean, it's an 8x8. And it looks like the rear tires are doubles. So it's actually a kind of a 8x12. Sort of. Oh, actually, this is where we're supposed to go. Cool. So we're going to park it right here. Boop. And then we're going to turn off the straps. See what happens. And then we're going to switch to this crane. Now this crane, these cranes aren't that bad. They're a little bit annoying. They're not that bad. The grab claw on these things is kind of crappy. Oh no, it's not going to work at all. I can't go any further down. So this crane is completely useless to me. Alright, let's go get a real crane. Can I get from this side? This crane could get through here if I could move these containers in front of me. Oh, what? I'm in a crane. I can definitely move containers. Oh, look, concrete blocks. That's the first concrete I've seen on this map. Concrete blocks in one of those shipping container things. There we go. Perfect. And you know what? We'll clear off this other container right over here because there's another path over there that's kind of getting blocked. So we'll clear off this container too while we're over here. While we're moving containers, might as well move them all. This area has so much stuff to recycle. It'll be fun to recycle it all, but not today because we don't have anywhere to take it from recycling. Just trying to like manhandle my way through here, but it's not going to work. And I'm sure eventually we're going to have routes that go all the way across the map for all this stuff. So it does make sense to clean these areas up. So they're at least passable. There we go. All right, let's finish up this quest, and then we're probably gonna call it for a day. I've been going for about 2 hours now, and I'm gonna take a break and spend some time with family, and then we'll see maybe later tonight. Word is the wife might want to go out and do something tonight, so I might stay home and watch the kid and the dog, and maybe that'll give me a chance to play a little bit more. So we'll see. But I'm not gonna play this. I don't think I'll play this anymore. I'll probably play No Man's Sky, I think. I've been really enjoying that playthrough, and I got some cool stuff to show you guys. If you guys are following the No Man's Sky playthrough, I moved my base to a really cool planet, and with some pretty cool features on the planet itself. And I'm excited to show you guys. All right, so fix these walls. Last thing to do. I really don't need to see the patch number on every single screen, you know. I don't know why they insist on the patch number always being there. Come on, just pick the thing on top. And Yahtzee. Oh, it didn't work. Sometimes just doing a Yahtzee and letting it fall works, but not this time. Two, one more. Well, that's pretty cool. We got to try out our new truck today. I actually really like that truck. I think it'll be really good for transporting. We'll have to see how fast it moves. Hey, Kelly. I actually was. Okay. Yep. So we're gonna have to build a bunch of roads, and we're gonna have to get up. We talked about this a minute ago. We're gonna have to get paths to get out here from just about everywhere, which, you know, not a big deal. It's roadcraft after all. We have to craft some roads. But it looks like, let's see from the objectives what she give us. We haven't visited this village yet. We can do that later. Supply the machine yard with spare parts. We have to deliver a vehicle and set up a route. From where? We have to do those. Plot route from the logistics terminal to the machine yard. So we have to go from here to there, which is going to be super fun. So let's see where it would go. We're gonna go here, 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 here. So I'm putting the route out so you guys can see what the roads that I'm gonna create. Right? Because I mean, the whole idea here is we're making roads, and so you've seen me make a bunch of roads. Making roads takes a long time. Looks like it wants me to make a road through here. There's also one through here, which looks almost easier to build. But I'm gonna go the way that's kind of seeming like it wants me to go. So we're here, 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 here. Go along this route we're gonna have to make with all of our machinery. All right, we're gonna have to do this. And go over here. And this is paved, so we don't have to build this road. This road's pretty cool. It's already paved. And we already cleared out the rocks, so this one shouldn't be too bad. This is a long route. Then this is definitely going to be a point we have to fix. We either have to put in bridges or... Well, actually, we'll just probably put in bridges. It's faster than filling it with sand. We'll put in some bridges there to get across those two gaps. And then we are here. Where am I going? I'm going there. Oh, and this part's already paved. So actually, there's not much road crafting to do for this part of it. Most of this road should be passable. Right? Right, so most of this road should be passable. Like from here, except for the bridges right there. This is a road section we're going to have to build. We'll have to build the road up to this road section and then this road section. But that should be it. And then the rest of it is paved and a bridge, and we can use the trees from this area to build this bridge, these two bridges. So let's look at the bridges. Bridge there. And bridge there. And it looks like we just did it with two bridges. And we only need 5 logs for that. Yeah, that looks good. It's 5 logs. That shouldn't be too bad. We have 30 logs in store, so we could just build those with the Stranic. Can I use this harbor base yet? Nope. Can't use the harbor base yet. So we haven't been able to unlock yet. So we got to do I think we have to do the infrastructure route first, which means we need to build all these roads. But luckily we have all of our road equipment here and we have a sand pit right here. So building this stuff shouldn't be too hard. And I will get on to building the preview roads for those next time. Before next time, we'll do a little bit of work this week and get ready for that. And then we'll run that route and build the last road section. Maybe next time. So we'll do that next weekend. Hopefully later today, we'll do another stream. We'll do some No Man's Sky later today. If you guys want to see that game, definitely should keep an eye out on the alerts. You can get your alerts on either Discord or Twitch. But I want to say a special thank you for everyone to come along today. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Sorry about all the crashes. Again, that's not me. That's the game. Who knows? Maybe it seems to be running better now after a full restart. So maybe I'll just have to full restart again before playing the game. But until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. I'll catch everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.